had a partial ACL tear on my right leg. I think I just had a bunch of adrenaline going. I didn't feel anything at all until we got on the bus, and it started hurting just a little bit, but by the time I got home, I could not straighten my leg at all. I'd never felt that much pain though.
I had an ACL tear and a meniscus tear. I heard something like pop in my knee and it was like super loud, and then I fell down and I tried to stand up a few times and I couldn't.
So both injuries actually happened at away meets, so I saw them the next day or after the weekend. And kind of looked at them and recommended they follow up with ortho at that point. And thankfully we have such a good connection with the ortho here in town that I'm able to call up there, give them a heads up like, hey, this is my athlete, this is what's going on, this is what I'm finding. And they're able to initiate the process really quickly of getting them in.
I think it just makes it a lot easier for the patients. We get them in a timely fashion. Usually if it's a sports-related injury, since we have a close relationship with the trainers, they can get a hold of us right away. We get the patients in within a few days to a week, so they don't have to wait to go to the big city, so to speak.
I was upset. I wasn't sure what was going to happen. I didn't realize what was to come with that. He told me if I planned on playing again that I'd most likely have to get surgery.
The ACL is a ligament in the knee, in the middle of the knee, and it gives stability to the knee, especially with sporting activity where you're running, jumping, cutting, pivoting. For an athlete, it's usually fairly painful when it occurs, so they get pain and swelling in their knee. They can get persistent instability, feel like the knee is giving out on them. To get them back to high-level athletics, it usually requires surgery.
Allie had already torn her ACL and she had already had her surgery, so that scared me. I was like, I really don't want to have surgery. But they were like, if we do just a bunch of strengthening and stuff and you work really hard, you might not have to have surgery. So I did PT all throughout the summer.
What we're working on, again, is a collaboration with the physical therapist, the athletic trainers, myself, and then the orthopedic surgeons to really have a comprehensive return to play. We have not found what we want our patients to have. And so through our combined expertise and experience, and certainly through the articles and the research available, we here at Sparrow are working to create our own and lead the research, lead the ACL recovery process.
The return to play was definitely really hard. There was some days where I'd be exhausted after, but I feel like it made me a lot stronger, just physically and mentally.
I ended up taking a year, the season had already started before I could play, so that was kind of hard, but I'm happy I got to play. Through all my experiences with Sparrow, it was like a constant cycle of positive regard. They were always super motivating about everything and really open about anything that was going on with my knee, and that helped a lot.